board games, role-playing games, painting and assembling models and miniatures. These are my hobbies. I'm Howard Blues, one half of the mildly popular, somewhat watchable, always entertaining podcast, Beer, Blues, and BS. I'm inviting you to join me on my journey through the hobby. Also, as I rebuild my cave of wonders. Hi, everybody. I'm Howard Blues, and welcome back to Howard's Cave of Wonder. A couple weeks ago, I did a video about a tub of models. It was a newbie mistake I made way back in my early painting days, where I'd packed a bunch of already prepped and primed models into just a plastic container. You would have thought that I would have learned my lesson after that, but that doesn't always happen. Recently, while I was hanging stuff up on my pegboard and trying to get organized, I came across this box of what should be Horde's Legion of Everblight models. But when I picked the box up, it was clear that it's heavier than it should be. And a quick peek inside revealed to me, at least at first glance, that maybe this isn't the models that are on the box in the box. And so, why not do a short video so you find out what's really inside of here? Is it the models that are supposed to be? Or is it just other random stuff that I packed in here? We'll find out. But let's head to the table and take a closer look. All right, so here we go. This is supposedly supposed to be a box of Legion of Everblight, either Strider Bright Blades or Strider Raiders, depending on how you built it. I will say, I know that I packed this box in 2019 when I was moving back from Dickinson back to Bismarck. So just pop the lid. I already know what one of the models is, and I know that because it's one of the ones I saw when I opened it right away. So the first model that is in the box here is this lovely guy. And this is a guy riding a giant flea, I believe is what it's supposed to be. This is a Mantic Miniatures model. And it was from their version of Mars Attacks. There was a skirmish game that they did based around that Mars Attacks IP. What I found interesting was that I had already kind of prepped this model, or at least primed this model. I won't say that I actually prepped it because you can notice the really large gaps that I didn't fill, which is unlike me. Also, some really gnarly mold lines if you look kind of right in there. So overall, kind of a fun model. If I recall, I got this in just a mystery grab box from Mantic. Mantic used to do it. It was a fun little way that they cleaned the warehouse, and you paid in. I want to say it was like $100, but you got like $200 worth of miniatures. It was just stuff that they randomly pulled, and it could be from any or all of their games. And I got this one. It's a fun model, and I look forward to painting that up. So let's see what else is in here. So this guy, he is a post-apocalyptic kind of warrior guy, kind of a Borderlands style figure armed with a hockey. He's got a gas mask and a monkey wrench. This was another Kickstarter that I participated in a long time ago for a bunch of these post-apocalyptic figures. So I'm going to guess that there's more of them hiding in here. Probably moved so they didn't get damaged. Yep, so here's another one. This one's more of a SWAT-esque guy with the shield, It looks like it's made out of a 50-gallon drum and the assault rifle. Here's another one of those figures. This one is just wearing overalls and carrying a fireman's axe. So kind of an interesting look, but again, one of these post-apocalyptic models. I forget the name of the Kickstarter they were from, and I'll have to put them up at some point. This is another one, and it's another great example of why you shouldn't prime your minis and then just throw them in the box and expect them to survive. You can see there's a lot of chip on this figure. Gosh, I'm not certain where this figure is from, and unfortunately the maker's mark that's usually down on the tab is unreadable, but kind of a sci-fi style figure. That one's metal. Okay, this is another one of these post-apocalyptic guys. Genosis? Terra Genosis. That was the name of the Kickstarter. And 2014 was when this was copyrighted. I remember it was a Kickstarter. There was a whole game behind it, or you could just get the figures, and I'm pretty sure I just got the figures. Here's another. This is just a crazy floating space robot. I remember this. This is from a different Kickstarter. This and the girl with the machine gun. It was one that I followed for a while, and he was a guy who had made all these molds and was now doing kind of limited runs of these old figures. There's another one of the guys off the Terra Genosis. This is kind of like a skag, but with like a bone head. As I said, it was one of those that I bought in because it reminded me of Borderlands. It was before there was Borderlands figures out there that you could get. All right. This lovely steampunk guy, if I'm not mistaken, is Watson. And he's from, again, another Kickstarter, different game. They kind of portrayed a lot of these historic figures in kind of a steampunkish manner, and I'm like 99% sure that this is Watson from that set. And from that similar set, there's Harry the Hat. Kind of a fun miniature. These are a little bit larger scale than I usually go with, but they're fun. It also, I believe, is the same set where I got the steampunk octopus that showed up in the tub of models. So there's another Terra Genosis post-apocalyptic character armed with a bat. Here is another one along the same lines as Harry the Hat and such. I want to say this is Quartermain, but I'm not 100% sure on that. He's got a little monkey playing cymbals on his shoulder. He's holding a cigar. It's a cool figure. Okay, so if you saw the steampunk octopus and love that, this is a steampunk crab with a really big gun on it. It's just a really cool figure. And there's more of those, I know. This is that space sci-fi one. Really wish I could read the maker's mark on that, but they're just kind of generic sci-fi figures. Another Borderlands-esque guy, this one with a rocket launcher, and looks like he lost a rocket, because you see that little white dot on the top there. Looks like there should have been another rocket, so I may find some pieces at the bottom. Again, problems with storing miniatures this way. There's Tesla. One of the main reasons I bought into that steampunk set was Tesla, because that is just a cool model, one that excited me to paint it. We have another sci-fi character. I don't have a lot to say about the sci-fi ones. They were all right. They were not as cool. Along with the steampunk crabs, it this really cool steampunk monkeys wearing fezzes. They're wind-up guys. But there's one with a sword. You will probably see a bunch more of those as I dig. Awesome figures. I really got to paint those. We got another sci-fi figure. Just a droid. Or robot, whichever way you want to put it. I'm a Star Wars kid, so it's always a droid to me. We have here another one of the Borderlands-esque figures. This one's kind of cool. He's got an axe. He's kind of got a barbarian-esque look, but he's got the shotgun and the goggles. Here's another one. Again, very Borderlands-esque figures. Really deserve a good paint job. I think part of the reason I haven't painted those is I wanted to try and replicate the Borderlands cell-shaded style, and I only recently kind of found a couple of tutorials on how to do that, so I need to give it a try. Here's another sci-fi guy. It's all right. If I recall, the sci-fi ones, it wasn't so much that they were great models, but they were kind of on the cheap side, and this is back when my collection was fairly small. There's another one with a mohawk. Here's one in a sneaking pose, or a kind of visor. This is, I think this one is also one of the Terranosis ones, but kind of a very spy-esque look about him. It's a monkey with a sword. Too fun. Too much fun. Another sci-fi guy. This one with like a circular saw-esque weapon. Alpha Forge seems to be the name on those. Now I could finally find one that had its maker mark intact. Here's another little robot guy. I'm trying to get these out without damaging them. Some of them are kind of stacked on each other. Let's grab this tankish thing. It's a tank droid. So it's got the treads. Yeah. Here's another one of those robot crabs. Kind of looks like it's possibly missing pieces. Another sci-fi. Okay. There's another Terranosis one. It's got the 3-barrel sawed-off shotgun and like the fireman's pick. I really need to paint those up. They are cool figures. It's kind of a shame that they've lasted this long and not been touched. Here's another one with kind of a baseball bat with a circular saw blade in it. This one is a female. She's carrying a sledgehammer. Some bell bottoms and not much of a shirt. Another one of the sci-fi range. This guy looks to be like a boxer or pugilist. Great if I ever decide to play a Starfinder or some of the other sci-fi role-playing settings out there. I think that was part of my thought. Here's kind of another muscular guy with armor, swords, guns. So I believe this is the zookeeper, who is supposed to go with the crabs and the monkeys and all of that. I believe he's missing a whip that has fallen off, so we're gonna have to try and find that piece in this box. So many pieces. So many reasons why you shouldn't store your models like this. Yep, there's another Borderlands-esque character. Now this one is kind of interesting because he's on a really round base. He's got quite the pose on him. I don't think he goes with either of those sets. He's another Mantic figure. He's another part of the Mars Attacks set. That's where he's from. Mysteries. I'm trying to remember these. Another sci-fi kind of commando look. Sci-fi guy with a rocket launcher. Sci-fi guy with a rifle. Now, this is an interesting figure. He's got some weight to him. Base of books and such. I'm not sure where he's from. He's got kind of a librarian feel on him. Monkey! This is another one of the sci-fi range, kind of a sniper-esque guy. Another one of my Borderlands figures. This one's a female, kind of the psycho variety. Fortress figures. Yeah, so this is a general, kind of a female commissar, like 40K-esque style figure. This what we have there. Comes with a little dog who I have a feeling I will find probably in this box somewhere. Hey, you know what's worse than a monkey with a sword? Robot steampunk monkey with a gun. Yeah. Yeah, there he is. Sorry if some of these have been kind of blurry. I'm kind of going a little fast, I guess. Just another sci-fi figure. They're very generic, so there's not really much to say about them. Oh yeah, here's another one of the robots from that set. Have an interesting long neck on him. This one always reminded me of, I forget if they were in Doom, the shooter Doom, kind of the brown guys that spit fireballs. It's kind of what this guy reminds me of. Beaver Miniatures actually did a set of Doom figures, but they're incredibly hard to get and they're incredibly expensive to get. So another sci-fi figure. Hey, it's a monkey with a gun that's supposed to be getting charged up by another monkey. So I'm missing a monkey. Asked Howard, why on earth did you store your models like this? It's a little droid. Little droid. Here's another of the Borderlands figures, but this one's got a really warped sword. So I'm gonna have to fix that. I mean, you can see the bend on that sword. This is kind of another droid-esque model. Hey, it's a steampunk crab that's got a claw and a gun. So we can get it a little more in focus. Yeah, that's how I know that one is missing stuff, because one there should be stuff primed there, but oh yeah, here's a monkey holding its ears as it shoots with its foot. I forgot that I had these. They are just whimsical and fun. Oh, let's see if I can't get him. It's okay, it's gonna be a little upside down, but you can kind of see it. I'll do a pan over this a little bit before I call it quits, so you can see. Another little robot guy. He's pretty tiny. And another monkey. Another monkey. Another sci-fi guy. Oh, another commandos in that set. There's one with a drooping sniper. Good news is, easy thing to fix. Easy thing to fix. They're metal, so it's just a little bit of a bending. Just be careful about it. Another Borderlands-esque figure, kind of a cowboy-esque guy. Quite the set we got here. There's another one, kind of more of a punk soldier-esque guy. Let's see if it'll focus. There we go. Yeah, here's another one with a crowbar. So, it was a cool set. Another monkey with a sword. Another one of those Borderlands-esque, kind of more of a siren type character. There it goes. Sci-fi female character. Hey, it's one of the claws from the crabs. So we'll fix him up. There's another clearly Borderlands psycho-esque character. It's got the Jason Bourne-esque hockey mask and the weird club sword. This guy just looks like a Mad Bomber terrorist from that sci-fi set. It'll be interesting to paint up. Hey, I found the monkey that's missing some limbs. That's supposed to be winding up the other one. They're Borderlands-esque character. I found the missing whip. So we got that. There's the little dog. What I said would be that goes with the commissar. There's that. And then we have a gun that goes on a crab. So there we go. That was what's in the box, and looks like I have a little bit of repair work to do. But yeah, and then I got to find kind of a way to store all of these until until I get a chance to work at them. So, some interesting surprises in that box. Some sets that I forgot that I had purchased. Some figures I forgot that I had. Not too bad overall. Definitely some repair work, but only really on like 3-4 figures. Otherwise, the most of it is pretty okay. But that's the problem when you just store something just loose in a box, especially some of these are really lightweight plastic that are easy to break, along with then others that are heavy metal, and some that just have some bad connection points. So from here, I'm going to probably take and try and box these up somehow in a way to kind of protect them and keep them safe, but also to store them until they are ready to come to the painting table proper. You can see time lapse of me doing that. I'm also going to take the time, since I have the missing pieces here, to quickly glue the broken ones together so that those are good to go. And that's the next steps as we continue with this project. With that, as I said, kind of a short video, kind of an interesting one to kind of go through some of what I have in the collection and some of the dealings of me trying to rectify poor storage in the past. Part of the reason I'm taking so much time to do storage right in the cave this time around. Thank you for joining me for this video. Thanks for tuning in to Howard's Cave of Wonder. This is a spin-off show that I do in my own time to kind of document my hobby journey. If you want more content from us, our main show is Beer, Blues, and BS. It's a general kind of roundtable show of roundtable. I really shouldn't say around it. Roundtable makes it seem more of a discussion. Really, it's just two guys sitting down, drinking some beers, talking about the stuff that interests them, controversies, music, hockey, board games, things like that. And so it's a great kind of in the background kind of show. So make sure you check that out, and you can find that and all the details about it on our website, beerbluesbs.com. And with that, I'm Howard Blues. Thank you for coming down and spending time in my cave. And we'll catch you down here in the cave next time.